Hello and welcome! Silrace here with Build Showcase. Build on your screen right there. Pause the video if you wish to copy the exact main components, also listed in the description below. Cataphract 1X. Cataphract is an old and ancient workhorse of a heavy mech by now. Been in the game for a long time and has been very much eclipsed by other mechs by now. Doesn't mean it's still unplayable, at least I still enjoy playing mine, and Cataphracts were the first heavy mech I really played in this game, so I still own every single last one of them. Well, except the one with an ECM, which came much later, but all these early variants I still own all of these. Anyway, now at the time of recording, I have absolutely mastered pilot skill wise the Cataphract 1X. I have played hundreds and hundreds of games in this thing. And also know that no modules were in use, so if you have modules to go with this, you're gonna see performance increase out of this mech. Also performance decrease if you don't yet have your elite pilot skills. And maybe the basics. This is a kind of simple build I am running with here, and if you wanna try brawling in a Cataphract, I highly recommend the Cataphract 1X, simply because of this build setup here. An AC20 with a whole lot of medium lasers, and you can fit in a fairly large standard engine to go with it all. I don't personally build brawlers with Excel engines, that's just me. If you're into that, go for it. I am fairly content playing this mech forever and ever because I find this fun, I find this amusing, and I just love brawling in general. So I'm happy with playing a mech which usually does not get seen much and so forth. I did take damage coming in here, as you can see, and I am willing to take some more for my team, because my team is pushing nicely around this hill here now. Those guys on the far side there, yeah, they can pour some firepower into me, but we are winning 4-0 in kills right now. So, yeah. And this is why I like brawling. And why I like basically going first. I'm entirely okay with dying for my team if it wins the game for me. And particularly don't care about the my own performance. And there was a little bit of a scary shot there if you saw how close I shot to the friendly direwolf's leg. That could have easily been friendly damage. But luckily it was not. And Endo Steel AC20, one of the best weapons in the game for trading fire with enemies. Keep that in mind when you are playing a brawler and something tries to trade fire with you when you are within 500 meters or so. Even at half damage, it's still 10 points of damage. So, yeah, Endo Steel AC20, very good weapon. Really enjoy it. Now, can't really chase the Shadow Cat, but there are all these big things I can absolutely take on. Hello, Kodiak. Let's have a fight. Because, well, I am a big mech with big guns as well, and mine are made for this short range setup, which makes life much easier when I get close to things. And there is the other thing which wants to fight me, and frankly at this point it is time to hide from it and try to provide some covering fire for the team. Unfortunately I missed those AC20 shots. My bad, you know, fix my aim, need to aim better, straight up. But can't hit every single shot, unfortunately, because if you could, that would be brilliant. Game is pretty much done at this point. Now it's just a matter of time of finding the last enemies. I'm still alive in a brawler, and I am fairly sure I did my job. I almost managed to live long enough to deplete all of my AC20 ammo even. And that is always good. Unless you are shooting rocks only at the your spawn. But in general, if you are trying to actually hit your enemies and manage to hit some of them too, yep, that is then good.
Target acquired.
So let's move on to the next game.
Target destroyed.
moving on from the Canyon network into the mining collective, alien collective. Anyway. The first game was mostly there. I mean, if you look at the end score there, it was very little damage and so forth, but it was mostly there to show aggressiveness. Display just how aggressive you can play and probably should play in a dedicated brawler like this. Don't be afraid of dying. Just don't. Know the map and know where you can go, and then, you know, distract enemies and help destroy them. Didn't get all that much damage, got a win. That is exactly what I want, personally. I have mentioned this before. I don't care about my personal score. I care about making sure my team wins. Alright? Anyways. Moving on to this particular game. I'm just following my team because, well, team wanted to go this side on this alien collective, and conquest is the game mode, so kind of need to spread a little bit. But when I have a big body like this Kodiak going first, I am willing to follow it. You know, everywhere. And there is some kind of little mechs here. Hello, little mechs. There's a friendly also standing right in my way. But yeah. Let's avoid that explosion. And then there is that light mech fluttering around. And hello folks, and there's again a friendly in my way. Good grief, these friendlies really want to run right in my way when I'm, you know, getting ready to shoot at somebody. Hello there. Would you like some shot lasers and other things? As you can see, this is very heat efficient build. Well, of course you can overheat with basically everything, but this is fairly heat efficient build for being a brawler, and that's the kind of a brawler I personally enjoy. One which can actually stick to the brawl and not overheat instantly after firing. So your opinion may vary on that particular bit. This is just how I enjoy my brawler. And now we're on top here. Enemy team is winning on caps, that's fine. Hello, I would like to shoot at you some. Especially if you turn your back to me like that, then I would definitely shoot at you some. Because that is, well, there is also a scary brawler there in that Kodiak, but hey, whatever. I am willing to brawl you, especially when I have friends coming. And it's a very much blown up Kodiak. As in, not yet dead, but armor is gone from the front and the rear, so it's almost done. Almost done deal. And next target, hello. And make sure that AC20 does its work, because there is the friendly in front of my, or well, in my line of fire again. But I didn't shoot the friendly, so trigger discipline. In general, as I mentioned, make sure that AC20 does its work, because it's the main gun here. You don't want to overheat from using lasers if you still can use that AC20. And hello, linebacker meets the AC20 shell, which is the, well, the shell is the size of a commando, to consider it that way. And you're getting right on track.
Target acquired.
More enemies, ECM stalkers and stuff running around.
Target destroyed.
And so on. Let's finish off these guys and then move on to the rest of the world. And basically at this point, just finish off targets. And as you can see, I'm just, well, lobbing out those AC20 shells as fast as I can, trying to make sure I hit with them, because you don't carry all too many of them. But that's basically the game by now again. Brawler doing its job. Much better this game than the last one. Didn't have to tank for the team. I had big boys doing it for me. So I could do the other important thing, which is flanking and destroying enemies. Thank you very much for watching.